Hi, my name's Thornton. I'm a music teacher who gives online lessons, and what I want to demonstrate with today's lesson is what a beat is. This is going to be a relatively low key video, like a lo-fi video. I know there's a lot of very good quality content out online at the moment, but the thing that I'm really demonstrating today is what you get when it comes to a face-to-face lesson. Essentially, the way it works is I video call you. I'll either use normally Google Hangouts. This means that depending on the device that you're using, it will work. So if you tend to use uh, either Skype or FaceTime, if I don't use one of those devices, then I can't speak to those devices. But if I use Google Call, it will speak across all of the computer systems. So that's what I would tend to use, although I can use Skype from time to time. I tend not to use FaceTime. If you want to organise lessons, if you contact me on robinthornton.co.uk, then that would be great. That's the way that it works. So anyway, let's crack on with the lesson, and it'll hopefully give you a flavour for what you get as a face-to-face lesson when it comes to video calling. We've got this problem in music where we do things with beats. A teacher will say, here's a note, it lasts a beat, or here's a note, it lasts half a beat. And most of the time what you get as a pupil is you just nod along and hope that you understand as best you can. It's the same thing that happens when you're in nursery school, you're in the early stages, nursery school, primary school, that sort of idea. And we deal with the sum 1 + 1 = 2. Now, it's an interesting thing, but when you see the mathematical proof for 1 + 1 = 2, it's a huge sum. It is over a page and a half of workings to prove that that's right. We can all deal with it, but we don't really understand the oneness of 1. If I were to say, is 1 + 1 = 2? You say, yes, it is. That's fine. If I were to ask you, define 1, then you pause. You think, can I do that? Can I define 1? It's the same thing in music. If I said, play on the beat, you do as best you can. If I say define beat, then we run into some problems. So anyway, I was teaching on this, and there was a pupil that was just struggling a bit with it, and I stumbled across in the lesson something that really, really helps, and I use it with everybody now. Is this simple. How long is a beat? A beat is this long. This is how long a beat is. What I mean by that is that a beat is B-E-A-T. It's 4 letters long. When you're playing notes in music, if it's a one-beat note, so for Europeans, I'm speaking about crotchets. From the American system, we're talking quarter notes there. You know, the black head with the stem. In 4/4 time, that lasts for a beat. If you were to count 4 beats, 4 crotchets, and spell out the word beat, B-E-A-T, B-E-A-T, clapping on the B, B-E-A-T, B-E-A-T, 2 more, B-E-A-T, B-E-A-T. What you have there is I've just clapped 4 beats. There are 4 beats in the bar. I've literally spelt out the word beat 4 times. So again, spelling out the word beat 4 times. B-E-A-T, 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 B-E-A-T. I'm clapping on the B, and the note is lasting for the beat. Now, we're going to split the beat in half. A strange concept for musicians, but actually pretty simple. Splitting the beat in half. I take the first 2 letters of beat and the last 2 letters of beat. So I've got the B and the E and the A and the T. I'm going to clap on the B and I'm going to clap on the A. This gives me B-E-A-T, B-E-A-T. 4 beats in the bar. So I'm going to say the word beat 4 times. And I'm going to be playing every half beat. So I'm going to be playing on the B and I'm going to be playing on the A. Literally half of the word beat and half of the other half of the word beat. 4 times. B-E-A-T, A, T, E, E, A, T, E, E, A, T, E, E, A, T. If we take it one step further, we can have quarters of the beat. Literally, there are 4 letters in the word beat, so we're going to be playing on every single letter. This is 16th notes for our American friends, or semiquavers for, you know, if you work in that way. B, E, A, T, B, E, A, T, B, E, A, T, B, E, A, T. So I'm drawing on a couple of different assumptions here. What's it called? 4 beats in the bar is common time. It's the most common time signature that we use. Therefore, I've got 4 beats in the bar. I've literally spelled the word beat 4 times. I could change the time signature. I could have 3 beats in the bar. So I could spell the word beat 3 times and have a different set of music. B-E-A-T, B-E-A-T, B-E-A-T would be as long as the bar is there. So let's have a quick recap so far. Lasting for the whole beat means that I'm clapping on the first letter and then not clapping on the rest of the letters, so that my clap lasts for a whole beat. Lasting for half of a beat, I clap on the first letter and then I clap on the third letter. So every clap lasts for half of a beat. Finally, I've got a quarter of a beat. So we're clapping on every single letter. So let's say, and obviously I'm doing this as a demonstration of what you'd get as a one-to-one lesson, and I can't speak to you directly. I don't know who you are who's watching this video. If you contact me on robinthornton.co.uk to organise lessons, then I'll get to know you and we'll be speaking and interacting. I'll be able to look at how you're understanding something and slow down or speed up depending on what you need in the lesson, obviously giving you tasks to do and adapting the lesson to you. It's a little bit dry just speaking to a camera. Let's go back to 4 beats in the bar. If I wanted the first one to be a full beat note, the second beat of the bar are going to be playing 2 half beat notes and then 4 quarter beat notes, and just for good measure I will put a full beat note at the end. That will give me a rhythm that sounds like this. That's what the rhythm sounds like. How did I arrive at that? B-E-A-T, 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 B-E-A-T. So your task, when you look at a piece of music, you're going to see full beat notes. That's the black notes with the stem. Again, the assumption is that we're working in a time signature with a 4 at the bottom, therefore it's a 4 beat note. If there's not a 4 at the bottom, it changes. Get in contact with me for lessons, so I'll tell you how that changes. Anyway, 4/4 time. Full beat note at the beginning, black note with a stem. Second beat of the bar is going to be 2 half beat notes. That's 2 black heads, stems, and 1 tail across the top. 1 tail. The third beat of the bar had quarter beat notes. This is heads, stems, and 2 tails now. And then finally, you've got head, stem, and a head and a stem for the last beat of the bar. When you see that written down, you might not know how to play the rhythm for it. You may know the notes, but not know the note grouping. So it's very, very simple. Spell out the word beat as you're going, and that will give you the rhythm. The case that I gave you was this. B-E-A-T, 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 B-E-A-T. So, what I now want you to do, just to recap, is look at your music again, and if you're having a problem reading the music, spell it out. And that should fix any problems with getting the rhythm right. If that raises questions for you, if you're thinking, that fixes that problem, but how do I sort out the next problem? Get in contact with me at robinthornton.co.uk and and we can organise some online lessons. I'll see you there.